Why do you think that Owen and Christina waited till when they did to hit the sheets?
Because I think they're quite intellectual and very kind of hard-ass in their thinking. They've done it all back to front, you know what I mean? I'm not sure what the reason for that is. I think it's partly they've missed each other, you know, they keep missing each other, and there's a lot of fun to be had in that. But I also think it's like they both know deep down that this isn't just a quickie in the on-call room. There's something really going on between these two people, so they don't want it to be thrown away for nothing. They actually really are kind of holding on to their chastity, if you will.
Now, that being said, there's all this talk of there being a surprise wedding on Grey's before the season is up. Should we take Owen and Christina out of the running?
I'm not saying it's beyond the realm of possibility, because I think Christina and Owen have always jumped 10 steps ahead in their relationships. Like they reach intimacy levels much faster than a more traditional relationship. So I'm not saying it's impossible, but I don't know yet is the real answer. I don't actually know, but I wouldn't say it's impossible.
What kind of cake are they going to have at the goodbye party for Katherine Heigl and TR Knight?
I don't think there'll be a cake. I don't think there'll be a goodbye party.
I figured it was worth a shot. So there's a chance that one or both of them might be around for a little bit next season?
I know that they're all in the whole time this season. That's all I know.
All right, before we go, give me one last tease about what's coming up on Grey's Anatomy this season, not necessarily related to Owen.
In the next few episodes, Owen kind of has been mentoring Karev, but he suddenly, in a certain situation, in a kind of high pressure moment in the ER room, he suddenly sees something in O'Malley that even O'Malley, I don't think, sees in himself, and he very much sees a lot of potential in O'Malley as a trauma surgeon. So that whole thing. So O'Malley becomes very kind of active with Owen, which is kind of an odd pairing, I think. But it's a really interesting one, you know.
So that'll bring TR's story back to the fore for a little bit?
Yeah. There's one episode especially that it's a very traumatic ER situation that is almost at the same level as what I described earlier about, you know, it's very unusual to find the death toll and the carnage in a civilian hospital that you would have in a military hospital, and something happens in one of the episodes that basically is at the same level as that, and O'Malley's on my watch in that episode, and it's really hard for everybody to get through it, and Owen, because he's been there, kind of he pulls everybody through this terrible day, and that's a really cool episode.